That definitely almost flew right out. Should anyone listen to me? I don't know. Hey everyone, it's Anna and I'm back with a regular, non-vintage, day-to-day recipe. Today I'm going to be making loaded potato salad. This is a great summer side dish. I first tasted it maybe 7 or 8 years ago at a coworker's farewell party, and it was just from Costco, but it was delicious, and I thought I can probably make this at home. So after lots and lots of trial and error, this is where I've landed. To make this recipe, you're going to need 2 to 2.5 pounds of russet potatoes. I personally like russet potatoes for this. You can try another kind of potato and let me know how it works in the comments down below. You'll also need half a cup of mayonnaise of your choice. I'm using Hellmann's, you can use whatever you like. 1 cup of sour cream, a couple of tablespoons of green onion or chives. I just use green onion here. We've got half an ounce of ranch seasoning. So if you're getting this ranch seasoning from a packet, that's roughly 1/2 of the packet. You're going to need 1.5 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. And of course, I like to shred this very finely. I think it just works better in this recipe. Finally, you're going to need 3 ounces of real bacon bits. You can also cook and crumble your own bacon. This is just a bit of a time saver. People seem to love and request this recipe whenever I'm invited to something, so this batch will serve 4 to 6 people. If you're going to take this to a party, you should probably double it. Trust me. I feel like whenever I see a new recipe where you need to prep and cook potatoes, they don't really give you the information on exactly how long or how to do it. So this is what I do. You're going to start by washing, peeling, and then cutting up your potatoes. I like to cut my potatoes for this salad into pretty large pieces, mostly because I like to cook them probably longer than most people would for a potato salad, so that when they're soft and they start to break down, you still have some good sized chunks of potatoes in there. So I'm cutting these potatoes into fairly large pieces and putting them in a large pot. Then I cover those with cold water. Put them on the stove. Don't forget to add your salt. That's very important. You gotta season your potatoes. And then I like to bring these to a boil, and that is when I start the timer. I tend to go probably 14 or 15 minutes with these. I know that's probably longer than most people would, but again, I just like to cook these very soft. So, you know, this is the test I do. I lift one out of the water and I pierce it with a butter knife. And you can see there's absolutely no resistance here. So that's when you know that they are ready, and you can drain those, put them in a bowl, and let them cool for a while. While the potatoes are on the stove cooking, we're going to go ahead and prepare our dressing. So you're going to combine your 1 cup of sour cream, 1/2 of a cup of mayonnaise, and your 1/2 ounce of ranch seasoning. You really don't need any additional salt and pepper other than this. This is pretty salty, and it kind of has everything you need in it already, which makes it really convenient. And you just want to whisk that to combine. And that's it. I mean, super easy, super fast. That's what we got. So I have my drained and cooled potatoes in a large mixing bowl, and we're just gonna assemble the rest of the ingredients. This is super, super easy. I think just about anybody can make this salad. So I have the dressing I made earlier, so you're gonna just put that on your potatoes. But here's what you're gonna do. Don't put all of this on your potatoes. I'd say put a good like 3/4 of it on there. I like to reserve a little bit of this and just kind of set it off to the side. The potatoes do absorb quite a bit of dressing while everything is kind of marinating in the refrigerator. So just having a little bit of extra dressing that you've reserved, you can kind of toss that in here before you're ready to serve it, and it sort of fluffs it up and brings it back to life, I guess. And you're gonna do that with everything, so you'll save just a little bit of each item. So go ahead and mix that together. And you can see these potatoes are very soft and they are breaking down just as I said they would. I personally just really like that texture. I haven't had any complaints so far. Be a little gentle. You don't have to be super duper gentle, but you know, just make sure everything is pretty well covered. And then you're gonna add probably about 1 cup of your cheese. So you're gonna set aside the remaining half cup for garnish because you know how much I love a garnish. And then I'm gonna use all of these green onions because I have more in the fridge that I can just kind of cut on top when I'm ready to serve it. So we'll throw all of those in. And then your bacon. Again, you can cook and crumble your own, but this just makes it a lot easier and faster. Put most of that in there. There's a little moisture packet in there, so be careful about that. You don't want that in your salad. Make sure that I don't get it in there. Hello. There, yeah. So this thing is in the pack to absorb moisture. Not a good look for your salad though. I just set aside a little bit of those too. And then you just mix everything. I have eaten this salad right away, but it really is best to let it kind of sit in the fridge for at least a few hours. But that makes this a really good recipe to make the day before you're having a party or dinner or whatever. We love a make ahead recipe. That looks and smells really, really good. I kind of want to eat this now, but I'm gonna wait. This is what we've got. It's still just a little bit warm, but I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for just a few hours and then I'll check back in later. It's been a few hours and you can kind of see, maybe, I'm not sure if it comes through on camera, but you can kind of see how the potatoes have absorbed some of the dressing, but we are about to freshen that up a little bit. So that is where your reserved dressing comes in. So we're gonna add that to the bowl and just kind of toss that around a little bit. That didn't take very long, but you can see it's kind of getting smushed up a little bit, but there's still some good sized chunks of potato in there, and that's why I cut them in such big pieces. This is the outcome that I'm looking for. Now that we have sort of reinvigorated this salad, I'm gonna transfer it to my serving bowl, and then it's time to garnish. This could go terribly wrong. Almost. We almost lost it. Almost lost a little bit, but I think we're gonna make it. I like to mix everything in a gigantic bowl. It's just a lot easier. And then you can later kind of transfer everything to a smaller vessel for serving. Just kind of arrange that how I want in the bowl. So we have the potato salad in our serving bowl, and now we have all of our reserved toppings. So I'm gonna sprinkle some of the cheese on top there. We're really just kind of like giving an indication with these toppings of what this salad entails. So we've got our cheese, and we can do the rest of our bacon if you want. You can use all of it, you don't have to. Lastly, I have some more green onions that I will sprinkle on top. So clearly people can see this is like a loaded baked potato salad. I actually used to bake the potatoes when I first started making this, and I found, for me personally, that the potatoes ended up kind of dry, so that's why I boil them. And that's why I typically don't call it a loaded baked potato salad, I just say loaded potato salad. This is what the finished product looks like. Pretty good. Who wouldn't want to eat this? I'm gonna dish a little bit of this up for myself and give it a taste, even though I already know it's going to be great. We're having this for dinner, just so you know. It's definitely, this is not a food that goes to waste. Okay, so I have a little bit in here, and we're gonna try it. That's so good. We've got all of the elements of a baked potato in there. I don't think there are too many people who wouldn't like this salad, to be honest. If you're asked to bring something to your next 4th of July party, barbecue, what have you, maybe you'd want to give this a try. Super simple, tastes really, really good, doesn't take a lot of ingredients. I think you'll like it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you like this kind of content. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.